Facebook, grow your list using your Facebook group. And this is going to be a good one because this is using two softwares. We are able to automatically connect
Automatically.
our Facebook group to our CRM. And we've used different softwares in the past, and a lot of group softwares, and we've gone through the whole thing. So we're excited to share this with you because this is an easier, way easier option, way easier option. So go ahead, V, and get us started.
So one of the things that we have been coming across is that the problem of how can you build your email list as fast as possible? And you know that using social media platforms such as Facebook, there are over 2.4 billion users to this date, and you can basically use it's like a Google for us, right? And people are on Facebook all the time in conducting their businesses. One of the things that you can actually grow your email list aside from lead magnets is that when you are actually putting them into your group. So that's why one of our secret sauces is that when you grow a Facebook group, there are a lot of things that you can actually use it for, especially the one thing that a lot of people are asking in the marketplace that I've seen in Facebook group. First thing they ask is that how do you capture your Facebook group questions and get all those answers at the same time? So we're gonna go ahead and cover why Facebook group. And then what's the other one that we have talked about is how to use the 3 membership questions to your advantage. Learn the 2 softwares we use to automate your Facebook group. Plus, we'll show you how to automatically, like what Shanna said, automatically invite your members to book a call with you at a click of a button. Plus, at the we're going to have a bonus at the end of this workshop or masterclass, however you want to call it, is that we will show you how we have consistently grew our group with the interview the experts method. So let's go ahead and dive in why Facebook group. There are about like 76% of the internet are what internet users participate in online communities, and that would be including Facebook group. There are 10 million Facebook groups exist within Facebook ecosystem. So if you are using your personal profile, remember you can only have 5,000 friends, but not all of them will actually see your content. But if you put them into a playground, so to speak, your what the other person had said to us is like, they have their own channel where you can go ahead and stream at in within your own community, what you do, how you help, and then give like customer or client testimonial. This is where you can highlight yourself and how you can go ahead. People are already looking for communities where they feel the sense of belonging, and there's a statistic for that one, which is 98% of those who are actively looking for communities to feel belong to, right? So they can ask questions, they can go ahead and find the answer that they're looking for, trying to achieve that. So there are a lot of ways where you can go ahead and highly customized and target with targeted members inside. Do you have anything to add on that one, Shens?
I don't have anything to add other than, there are more than 1.8 billion, right, Facebook users engage in groups. So there are more than 1.8 billion users in Facebook, but, 1.8 billion is still a huge fraction, right? Engaging in Facebook groups on a monthly basis. So that's huge, right? Online communities is like one way to grow intimacy. More than 50% of all Facebook users are members of 5 or more active groups. Comment below on how Facebook groups you're in right now. I could guarantee, I think some of us are in more than 50. I've trimmed mine down to less than 100, but it's kind of growing right now because I'm trying to be in other communities and kind of grow my presence, right? That's not necessarily in the ones that I was in. So I'm constantly in and out of Facebook groups right now. But I can guarantee that a lot of us are in over 50 Facebook groups right now.
I used to have 490 plus Facebook groups.
That's a lot.
Imagine, like, I can be a potential client for those communities, because in Meta community, there is a Meta community manager certification where they teach you on how to manage a community, and then they highlight on how to use the community in a sense of like marketing and advertising and even selling in your Facebook group. So that's number two, to take note that there are Facebook groups that are selling their services, their programs, their courses, or whatsoever. And if you are that person, comment below, because we'd like to go ahead and ask you, like, why did you like put together the group for? So that's a good way. And if you do not have a Facebook group, let us know if you are thinking of building one. So the next thing that we have on the list is that how to use the 3 membership question. Now, this is more of like, how you utilize those 3 questions. So in that way, you can maximize your time and understand your leads, because now they are more highly targeted. That means you are serving the right people. You're providing solutions to the specific problem of your one person, and you can actually ask for their email address, and at the same time you can invite them to a call, because you have used that that one of the questions to leverage yourself as an expert. So here are the 2 questions. Here are the few couple that you can use an example. Do you have anything to add on that one, Shens?
And this is ways to pre-qualify your members, right? And trying to figure out where they are in their journey, right? Whether there's a starting, whether they're somewhere in the middle, or they're ready to scale, right? And of course, these questions depend on, like Vanessa was saying, the goal of your group, right? So you want to make sure that these questions are applicable, right? And again, they pre-qualify and give you an idea on where that person is coming from and where they are in their journey. So, your first question is kind of, you can ask about if they want to register for free for something, or if they, drop their email list for your lead magnet. And then one of them is, a pre-qualifying question on, so for us, it's where they are in their Facebook community, whether they're monetizing it, they're not converting members, or they don't have a group at all, right? And then the third one is always, so you ask for the email, right? And you ask just a general question on where they are in their journey. And then another question that you want to ask is, if they want more information, would they want a DM, right? Or if they want to book a call, right? So your questions are yes or no, and later on we'll show you why that's important and why you want to ask these questions.
Another warning to let you guys know is that if you did change your Facebook group questions, now this is where it gets tricky, because as you grow and scale and evolve in what you do and how you help people, potential clients or clients, is that those questions will reflect in the back. Until you change those questions, then it will show as no information. However, there are plenty of you plenty of what I have talked to is that their problem is that how can you capture those questions and their answer at the same time, and then trigger the Facebook welcome nurture sequence? Because if you stop at the time that you actually approve them and you did not nurture them in the email nurture sequence, plus the fact that you did not grab their email, then you lose money on the table. Which means if your if you what do you call this? If anything happens to your account, you will lose all of your audience. And then that's the reason why we are encouraging people use a Facebook group in order for you to go ahead and build your tribe, build your movement, build your community. Do you have anything to add to that one?
Yeah, and just, very quickly, one of the process that we use to run to make sure that we get the email before using these two softwares that we're about to show you guys. One of the process is actually having a landing page before someone gets the Facebook questions. So before we would have the landing page so that we get their information, and then later on, instead of a thank you page, it redirects them to the Facebook group, right? With more questions, right? And so the beauty of this is now you can just invite, you can literally just, without leaving Facebook environment, which makes Facebook happy, you literally could just invite someone, drop your Facebook group in their DMs, and when they go in, fill out the questions, they fill out that email, you get that email right away, right? So let's go ahead and talk about these softwares, V.
So the two softwares that we have found, we have used plenty. One is a Chrome extension, and there are plenty outside where you can go ahead and pay into a monthly subscription. Now they range from like $25 to even $200 per month. Aside from that is that how do you capture all those emails, the questions and the answers at the same time? And then the second piece that we were able to go in and solve a problem is that which autoresponder? How do you put them into your autoresponder without using Zapier? Remember, Zapier is for free, but only as limited features that you can zap it with. That means there's like subscriptions upon the subscriptions. So imagine you're wasting money and especially if you're not utilizing it to your advantage as well. So we found one that works for us and for our clients. And this piece is just like, it connects to our CRM, which is Muse CRM. Now, Muse CRM is powered by Go High Level. Can you go ahead and like give a little bit of like background on why are we using Muse CRM and why we chose this system after all the time that we've been, working together?
So I have been in the web business for over 6+ years. And I've used everything from ActiveCampaign, MailChimp is still very, very popular. Constant Contact is still also very popular. Constant Contact is very popular for brick and mortar businesses. And then for landing pages, I've used everything from lead pages, ClickFunnels, WordPress, right, for just a regular landing page. And the beauty of Go High Level is that you are able to you have everything in one place, in one platform, and that simplifies your life as a business owner, because you're not having to integrate all the things, right? Especially in the calendar. So when someone books a call with you in Calendly, you have to integrate that contact into whichever email you prefer, ConvertKit, right, ActiveCampaign, whatever, and then you have to tag them in wherever they are, in where the email is housed. But you don't necessarily, so you're trying to make Calendly and the email work. And then if you have a separate membership site, now you're going to have to integrate the email and the membership site, right? And so we call this the duct tape method. And we've been through it. We've also have used other all-in-one CRMs, and we've been through it. And this is why we chose Go High Level, because after using it for maybe just 2-3 months with another provider, we were like, no, this is going to be really huge, and this is going to be really big. And then, of course, while we were using it with someone, we were also using different types of group software, right? And we even bought a couple of lifetime accesses on some of them, because we were like, oh yeah, this is going to connect so well, and it doesn't. So don't do that. You don't have to do that. We did that for you. Now you don't have to do that. And the reason why we like the Muse CRM and we like Group Collector is because they connect through an API, right? And so you're able to get all the questions in that contact, right? So you can literally click on that contact and you can see their questions. And if this contact goes through all the funnels and goes through everything in your system, you will see what they've done, literally, right? Which is super cool, because now you can tell oh, it looks like you're part of my group, and it looks like you went to this masterclass and you went to this webinar, right? So in fact, just this morning, we told the client that one of his potential clients was in his December masterclass, and then she was in the January masterclass, and she attended the recent masterclass. So it's like, wait, this should be a hot lead, right? So that's the beauty of having these two softwares talking together.
Yes, and we have found a way where we can go ahead and integrate that all together magically, automatically, basically, because we relieve the questions that you may be like, how do you connect this? How do you connect that? And you just need just two things. So if you are a Facebook group owner and you're using all the softwares out there in the universe, and your business expense is through the roof. Imagine we have done our calculation already, and they could potentially go up to like 4,000 to 5,000 per year combined all together, because now your CRM is already relieved, your autoresponder is already relieved, you have like landing pages, you have your group membership, you can even attach your SMS text messaging in there, you can go ahead and create blogs or whatsoever. But other than that, it makes it a lot more smoother for us and for our clients that we are actually working silently in the back end, which gives them, one of them is making who made 55,000 in a challenge, 48,000 in one challenge, and then our consistent client is like over $2.5 million using our tech and system automation, especially when it comes to building their email list. So if you're still watching here, because we are going to go ahead and drop for our offer. Because for one, if you're tired of manually, I call it sweatmation. I just said that during our tech calls, rather than automation, you're manually grabbing all those questions into a Google Doc. Then you have to upload it in a CSV file. And if you're using Zapier, then you can go ahead and use Zapier to make it your life easier. But there is a way, in what do you call it, Mandalorian world, this is the way, basically. And we will hand you over a easy button which will take off the tech headache relief. So in that way, we can go ahead and build this in the back end, and then we'll even show you some of our strategies where we can go ahead and book a call directly out of a click of a button. So with that being said, let's go ahead and show what's included. Should we go ahead and share what's included in the offer then? I know a lot of people have asked me for this one. A few of them already paid into it, and then a few of them have already implemented it. And the ones that I have asked after only a day to get this started with, they said that, oh my God, do you have any idea, Vanessa, how many people you can help with this easy button method that you have? So go ahead and share, Shana, if you can. So this is what's going to happen with if you do have a Facebook group already, which means you can go ahead and start applying this. You can go ahead and get rid of your ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, your ClickFunnels, your Kajabi, your newsletter or whatsoever, this will help you simplify your tech and system automation. That's part of it, and we'll give you a 30-day access to it. But after the 30 days, it's $149 per month. What you're going to get with your easy button is that you're going to have our white glove done for you service. I can tell you right now, all of our clients that we have served with, they just like blown with how we actually deliver, basically. You get a lifetime access to the Chrome extension. I do, to be honest, I am an affiliate for them, and normally it's $25 per month, or you can get it for $297 for the lifetime access. However, for this one, I'm going to include that one plus the done for you, which will set up your Facebook welcome nurture sequence automation, which it will give you a sense of relief. Set up your calendar link invite automation where they can go ahead and if they said yes to one of your questions, it will trigger an automation saying that, hey, thank you. I see that you'd like to book a call with me, right? And then that's like going back to your Facebook membership question, inviting them to book a call with you because of this invitation. That will send out to them in automation. And you don't have to go ahead and worry about like, oh, okay, did I send it to them? So that's going to be taken out of your task list. Imagine if you have 20 or 30 people in a week coming through in your pipeline, you don't have to go ahead and worry about it, but you're just getting overbooked. How would you like to get overbooked? Who wants to go ahead and get overbooked? Comment below, overbooked. And because our CRM does have a pipeline, we will go ahead and create that that opportunity pipeline where you can see who comes through in your group, who booked into your in your calendar, and then who that you need to go ahead and follow up, and everything that you need to know and learn on how to use our system will be in it. Because every week we run our tech calls where we relieve the tech any tech overwhelm or questions that you may have. Can you go ahead and finish up, Shens?
So you get the opportunity pipeline as part of the deal. Then you get lifetime access to the tutorials. These are going to be, you know, video tutorials on what happens when you update your questions, right? And sometimes people have asked us about contacts and how do we see those, or how you see those their answers to those questions and all that good stuff. So you get, you know, you get lifetime access to those tutorials and any updates, right? And if something, you know, if something's new, we'll make sure that we'll keep you updated in that tutorial. And then for those of you who don't have CRM access, you get 30-day access to the Muse CRM. And you know, after the 30 days, it'll be $149 a month after that. So all of that is worth over $2,000. And of course, so for us with all of that, it's $497. And of course, you know, most of our offers are invitation only because a lot of them are people coming to us and asking us, hey, can this do this? We would test it out and we'd go, yes, it could do that. Or it's something that we already use. And we would go, oh yeah, we have already done that. So then we would, you know, put together a simple checkout page, just like you just saw. And you know, and that's literally like, oh, here's a link, you can buy it, right? So so a lot of our offers are invitation only for that reason. People ask us to do these things basically, which is kind of nice. And you know, for some of you who are in our, you know, more in our environment ecosystem, we do offer a coupon code. You can DM me or DM Vanessa if you want a code. And that's kind of like what the easy button looks like. It's literally once we're done with this whole thing, you're literally just clicking a button, and it's in your Facebook group. When you approve members, the approve button it says GC approve. You're literally just clicking that. And the easy button does everything else, right? It sends the email to follow up, and if they said yes to the phone call, it sends that email too, right? So it's a literal easy button. You're not like, and then you can see what's going on in the pipeline. Like if every week you overview what's going on in your Facebook group and need to see like who are the new people, who's booking a call, right? And all that good stuff. Like you could just open your CRM and check the pipeline, right? So that's that. It's literally the easy button.
Another thing that came up is that, is this going to be for the price of the Chrome extension? Yes, you're only paying one time, but with the CRM access, you do get to there will be a 30 after the 30-day that you have tested it on your own, then you can go ahead. It will let us know if you did try the 30-day access with us. So in that way, we will actually onboard you with the process once you hop onto our CRM. Not only we go above and beyond now when it comes to like getting to know your CRM, getting you onboarded on how to use it and get started. We do have the weekly calls, which I didn't even like add in here. And our weekly calls right now is twice a week. And we do this on Mondays and Thursdays, and we have a separate group solely for our CRM users, because they have the direct access to us. And aside from that, if you can go ahead and share our what it looks like in the back end. Should we show them with the back end? Because in that way, you may like what we've said, it's actually a powered by Go High Level, but then we went above and beyond, because if you do, like somebody had asked me, Vanessa, what's the difference between the High Level and your CRM if it's powered by Go High Level? So for one reason is that we have added our tech support, where you can go ahead and reach our tech team, where you can go ahead and chat with one of the tech team. You can actually ask for a specific question. You can go ahead and look at the library. You can go ahead and keyword search for whatever that you're looking for. And then the opportunities that Shanna was talking about is just on the left-hand side. So in that way, you know exactly who comes through into your pipeline, who went into your Facebook group. You will see how many people went through into your Facebook group. And there is like constant updates all the time. Now, the bonus in here is that we have done a lot of work in the back end, which means they call it snapshots, which will make it a lot more simpler and easier for those who are looking to have a easy way out. Because when you're building just like from a high level subscription, you have to go ahead and build other things that is based upon to what you're doing is a coach, course creator, or a consultant. So now it gets a little bit more nitty gritty to it. But what we're going to do is that one of our Facebook group growth strategy is that we use the Ask the Expert interview method, which means we go to like different Facebook group and find that highly targeted audience that we can actually interview into our space. And we do have a snapshot for that one. I've seen it in a podcast group where they use Google Forms. We take that out, which means we're just going to go ahead and give you a landing page where we ask all these questions, and they simply just fill out the form without using the Google form. But instead, once they actually goes into our form, they will get a registration confirmation that we have received their whatever that may be. Aside from that, you will get once they get a booking with you on the time that you will go ahead, if you do pre-recording or live, you'll be able to go ahead and send a confirmation 24-hour before your interview, similar to like Acuity or Calendly, right? Because we're getting rid of Calendly or Acuity or anything that has to do with your calendar settings. And then they get like an hour notification, or you can even make it like, send an SMS text once you choose to use a third-party provider to send a text message. We've done it all. And in that way, when we do have that strategy on how to go ahead and funnel them from one Facebook group into interview method into our group, and that's how we actually build that Facebook community with highly targeted members. So if you want to go ahead and take advantage of that one, we'll go ahead and drop a link, a special link, which is m.me link, that will actually take you to a chat messenger. Now, this is one of our strategy that we are able to go ahead and use, because everything that we do is an algorithm to inbox strategy. So in that way, if anything happens, you have your own CRM system that you can still run even after the fact that your personal profile got deleted or taken out by whatever reason that may be.
Right. So, so when you guys, again, if you're ready for the interview the experts method, go ahead and send us a message on m.me/Marketing Muse Inc. I did, you can see it right now. I shared my screen. So you have two links, right? You have the marketingmuseinc.com/DFY button, which is where you would get your easy button, right? And then when you're ready for your interview the experts method snapshot that has the funnels and the form and the email follow-up, and the scheduling calendar. So Snapshot is also pretty robust. You can go ahead and send us a message on m.me/marketingmuseinc.com. All right.
Sounds I'm sure that this is like a fire hose for anybody who is not like, tech savvy or whatsoever, but believe me, anybody who is not tech savvy, we are able to go ahead and answer any questions and make it like more of layman's terms. So in that way, you get to go ahead and automate some of the things that you are manually and sweating bullets to capture all these group memberships into your autoresponder, but you have it all. We're literally handing you an easy button. So all right, thank you so much for watching this, and let us know in the comment below, or just simply send us a chat either in our personal profile or the m.me link that we're dropping in the comments.
All right, thanks everyone. Have a good one.